Well, ladies and gentlemen, the trade deadline in the NBA has officially passed, and in today's video, we of course are going to be discussing the NBA trade deadline. It's been a video that I've wanted to do for about a week or so. I just haven't had the time and then the placement in the video. However, now, after everything's all settled, football season's over with. We talked about the Super Bowl yesterday. Today, we are in full basketball swing and baseball. We are going to be talking about the NBA and the NBA trade deadline. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to, of course, the Sports Lovers, where we talk everything pretty much in the world of sports. I'm your host on the channel, Grant Sullivan. It's been a while since you've seen me in Marvel gear, but today we got Captain America Brave New World coming out. I'm going to see it tonight. It should be a good movie. I can't wait to talk about it tomorrow here, I guess, or on Monday, depending on the time that I get this video out, the third video out for you guys tomorrow. We are going to preview the MLS season tomorrow. We're going to preview Major League Soccer. We're going to talk about Atlanta United, talk about Inter Miami, obviously. We'll talk about LA Galaxy, LAFC, all of those teams in the West. We'll also, again, talk about all those teams over there in the East. We'll preview it, break it down, give our early prediction for who may win MLS Cup in the video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Monday, I think we may preview a little bit of MLB baseball, so just keep in mind, stay tuned for that for you baseball fans. But yeah, that is the tentative schedule so far. However, we, again, of course, are going to be reacting to the NBA trade deadline, so let us go ahead and do that right now. All right, everyone, here we are, of course, with all the headlines from the NBA trade deadline. We're going to go all the way back to December and talk about those trades as well. Starting off with the Pacers get Thomas Bryant from the Heat, and the Heat receive a second-round pick swap. That was on December 15th. Warriors get Dennis Schroeder from the Nets on December 15th. While the Nets received DeAnthony Melton, Reese Beckham, second-round pick, Atlanta, second-round pick in 2028, and a second-round pick in 2029 as well. We'll talk about Schroeder here in a second. Lakers trade Russell to the Nets. That was on December 29th. Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton go to the Lakers. The Nets receive D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 future second-round picks, which is absolutely wild. But the Suns, they acquire Richards from the Hornets, Nick Richards, and 1 second-round pick goes to the Suns. And, of course, the Hornets receive Josh Okogie and 3 second-round picks as well. The Suns land 3 first-rounders from the Jazz. The Jazz receive a first-round pick in 2031. The Suns receive 2025 first-round pick, 2027 first-round pick, and 2029 first-round pick as well. Clippers trade Tucker to the Jazz. We're just going down all the headlines right here for you guys. Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills go to LA. Jazz receive Mo Bamba, PJ Tucker, 2030 second-round pick, and some cash. Lakers, this is the big one here. We're going to talk about that one after we react to everything. But the Lakers do land Luka from the Mavs and part of a 3-team deal. This was on February 2nd. Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris go to the Lakers. The Mavs receive a D, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. We'll talk about that one here at the end of this segment, I guess. The Spurs acquire De'Aaron Fox. We'll also talk about that one from the Kings. The Spurs receive De'Aaron Fox and McGlone. The Kings receive Zach LaVine, Casigo, I believe is how you say that name. Don't quote me on that. 2025 first-round pick, 2027 first-round pick, 2031 first-round pick, 2025 second-round pick, 2028 second-round pick, and another 2028 second-round pick. The Hornets swap picks with the Thunder. The Hornets do receive a second-round pick, and the 2030 conditional second-round pick goes to the Thunder. The Mavs do land Martin from the 76ers, so they get Caleb Martin as well as a D. And the Sixers receive Quentin Grimes and a 2025 second-round pick. Daniel Thesis traded to OKC. That was a pretty big one. And a 2031 first-round pick, while New Orleans receives cash considerations. The Kings acquire Valanciunas from the Warriors. Valanciunas goes to the Kings. Wizards receive Skiddy, Casio, and 2 first-round picks. Celtics do trade Springer to the Rockets, so the Celtics receive a 2031 second-round pick, Jaden Springer, and a 2027 second-rounder, and a 2030 second-rounder. Both go to the Rockets. And here we go. The Wizards do land veteran Reggie Jackson. This was a pretty big one there. They get a 2026 first-round pick as well. Jared Butler goes to the 76ers. 2027 second-round pick, 2028 second-round pick, and 2 second-round picks in 2030 go to the 76ers. Hawks deal Zeller to the Rockets. Cody Zeller is gone. He didn't do much anyway on Atlanta. We'll talk about that one. And a 2028 second-round pick goes to Houston, while the Hawks receive the draft rights to Kaba. The Pacers deal Wiseman to the Raptors. Sorry, I keep adjusting my shirt there just because it's microphone or whatever. But they get James Wiseman, and the Pacers receive a 2026 second-round pick. KJ Martin goes to Detroit. Detroit also gets a 2027 second-round pick via the Bucks, 2031 second-round pick via the Mavs, and the Sixers do receive some cash considerations. Nurkic, I believe is how you say that name, and a 2026 first-round pick go to the Hornets, while the Suns do receive Cody Martin, Mitchell, and a 2026 second-round pick. The Pistons acquired Dennis Schroeder, and this was the one that I was talking about here. Dennis Schroeder acquired from the Jazz via the Warriors, while the Warriors are also sending Lindy Waters III to Detroit as well, and a future second-round pick, while the Jazz receive KJ Martin and a future second-round pick. The Raptors do land P.J. Tucker from the Heat. P.J. Tucker gets traded from the Heat. 2026 second-round pick via the Heat and some cash as well. Hawks get Kevin Porter Jr. from the Clippers. They receive Kevin Porter, and the Clippers do receive Bogchop. Hawks trade Bogdanovich, which we'll talk about. That was a pretty big one, as Bogdan Bogdanovich goes to the Clippers, while the Hawks do get Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, a second-round pick in 2025, second-round pick in 2026, and a second-round pick in 2027. The Bucks, do trade for Kyle Kuzma. So Kyle Kuzma is now a Milwaukee Buck. This one was a pretty big one as well. Bucks receive Kyle Kuzma, Jericho Sims, 2025 second-round pick, 2026 second-round pick, while the Wizards receive Chris Middleton. That was a big piece of the Bucks offense, which we'll talk about here after reacting to all of these. And A.J. Johnson via the Bucks, and a 2028 first-round pick swap. Lakers trade, we won't talk about that one. The Cavs do trade Hawks for Hunter. DeAndre Hunter is officially no more, as the Hawks do get Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, 3 second-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. So we got a haul for DeAndre Hunter, but DeAndre Hunter was one of the key pieces in our offense. I'm sad that he's gone. Again, we'll talk about that here shortly. While the Warriors, acquired the Jimmy Butler from the Heat. Right now, the Warriors are 3-0 with Jimmy Butler. So, again, we'll talk about what these all mean for these teams here in a second. But Jimmy Butler goes to the Warriors, while the Warriors get 2 second-round picks via the Heat and some cash considerations. The Heat receive Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, and a 2025 first. While the Jazz were also involved, they receive Josh Richardson, KJ Martin, 2028 second-round pick, obviously. And then the next one, the Raptors land Brandon Ingram in a 3-player deal. So that one was a huge one. While the Pelicans receive Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, first-round pick, second-round pick. Brandon Ingram does get traded. I think we got fleeced here. I'll give my reaction to that one here in a second. And then the final one is that the Wizards acquired Marcus Smart from the Grizzlies, while the Wizards received Colby Jones, Alex Len, Marcus Smart, and a first-round pick in 2025. The Grizzlies, 2 second-round picks, Marvin Bagley III, Johnny Davis as well, and the Kings receive Jake LaRiva. All right, so that was a lot that we just went over here in the trade deadline. Let us talk now about the biggest ones of the trade deadline. Obviously, Marcus Smart to the Wizards is one off the top of my head where I think is a big one. The Raptors getting Brandon Ingram is another one. The Warriors getting Jimmy Butler is another one. And the Wizards getting Chris Middleton. I think that's a very underrated piece in the Wizards offense. I really do. I think he can fit well within that system. I think he can run that system. DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs for Karis LeVert was also a big one in the ATL. Bogdanovich to the Clippers, at least for me, was a big one just because he was on that 2021-22 team when we had that playoff run. Now nobody is for the most part except for Trae Young, which is absolutely wild. But obviously that's the business of the NBA. And then, of course, you have the big one with Luka going to AD for the Lakers. I thought that trade was fake when I heard it, or at least saw it for the first time. It was absolutely wild to hear. However, with that being said, Luka Doncic is now a Laker. I think the NBA did that for money. I think that they want people to view them more often, and I think him on the Lakers just helps that because he's paired up with LeBron, can draw in more viewers to the NBA, all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the trades in the NBA trade deadline. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Kind of just me talking the whole time, so I don't blame you if you don't want to watch it. Like the video, subscribe, turn that bell on, all of that good stuff if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know if you're going to see Captain America Brave New World tonight. I'm going to see it tonight. Should be a good one, and I can't wait to watch Sam Wilson and Anthony Mackie in action. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, again, turn that bell on, all of that good stuff. Got some college hoops on tonight with South Alabama, mid-major teams going at it as well. So there's a lot of sports on. Obviously, you got Captain America again. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.